Okay, so what is your perspective dating? What are you trying to get out of dating or meeting people? Are you dating only to find a life partner? Are you open to just having fun or enjoying your life? Just seeing how things go, no pressure. Or are you dating? Like, what's your mindset behind dating? Priska, let's start with you.
Oh, me. What's my mindset behind dating? Dating for me is like a way to meet people, first of all. Um, just I don't have a family here, like to start with, so I get to meet people that I can call family in quotes through dating. It could be maybe not dating a girl, but I can go out with girls. But on a long run, just to get to meet the person, and if it is who my personality matches with and who is in line with my goals and aspiration, then we can actually get into a relationship. But I'm going on a date with you, I'm not seeing a relationship right there. I'm just seeing you as a person that I would want to get to know. And all things being equal, we can actually like do other things, if that makes sense.
Well, that's a good perspective.
Yeah, so but what's your end goal? Is your main end goal, like, are you open to just something casual, or does it have to does it have to be like a proper relationship, like a serious relationship?
Like, I kind of think so. My goal is what doing well. Like, if I want to be in a relationship, then it has to be a proper one. And I try to like get this out of the person in the first when I'm ready, right? I'm like, okay, what are you looking for? Are you looking for something serious or something casual or whatever? And if you tell me casual, then there's no point moving forward, because for me, what doing well. If I'm going to be investing my time, my energy, my money or whatever into what we have, then it better be good. Yeah.
Okay, so I like how you
said a serious thing for you. Obviously, everyone starts out like trying to just get to know someone, but your end goal is to be serious, like to be in a committed relationship.
No. So what I said is, when I'm meeting you for the first time, I'm seeing you as a person that I would like to get to know as a friend, right? Or whatever.
It starts off, but your aim, like on the long term, is to be in a serious relationship. Like, you're not just out here meeting people to casually date them.
No.
You want it to lead somewhere. If not, like the first thing you meet somebody is like, oh my gosh, are you my husband? No.
My husband with 2 children.
You know that. But what I'm saying is, like, I like how you said what is worth doing is worth doing well. You know what? That I want to counter what you said, to be honest.
Okay.
Like, when you so when you say that, people tend to feel like the way, from what I'm getting from how you're saying, is that because I guess from your perspective, because you actually want to end up in a serious relationship, you don't want to waste time with casual dating, which is just a way to say, I feel like when you say what is worth doing well is like, even when I'm casually dating, you can also use that statement. If I want to casually date, what is worth doing is worth doing well. I can also do it well. I can actually.
Yeah, my own perspective is, right, like, I have a lot going on for me. Like, I have, if I turn my computer around, number of books you see on my table is a lot. And if I'm going to be giving you my time, better be worth it. I can't be casually wasting my time with you. I can invest that time into making money, like things that can get me some,
And I agree with that. I just felt like the statement you made was not necessarily the best.
Yeah, applicable to that particular situation. Okay,
point.
Yeah.
So
like, your point is valid, very valid. Like, this is what you want, so you don't need to waste time doing
So basically, you're not in it for the fluff. You're just you want to date seriously, right? Obviously, we all meet people initially to get to know people and to make friendship, but you're not there to make 15 years friendship with people because you want friendship. You want it to end it.
Don't get me wrong, I can, right? But like, let us determine that's the tone from the onset, right? Like, I can meet someone I really like, but I don't want to date you, for God's sake. Like, I like you as a friend, not as a relationship or whatever. And we can build long-term friendship. Like, I have lots of people that they're not asking me out, and I'm like, I don't think I like you that much, but we can be friends. and they're married and we still talk, right?
Yeah,
Because like,
yeah,
and
like,
I could help them out and they can help me out. Like they give me like advice, career advice, or life advice. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that started off like friendship, but I wasn't feeling the vibes of dating them, and we're just friends like for a long time. But I'm just saying, like, if I see you to want to date you, then it has to be serious, like relationship wise. That's like
carry
this.
me along for a casual thing.
Don't come and be doing those nonsense with me because I have too much things to do. But the only thing I wouldn't do is like when I see that the ship is sinking, I'm trying to save it. No, like even though like I would want something to be serious, if you're like not meeting my standards or there are lots of deal breakers, like I'm not gonna say, okay, well, because I'm dating you seriously, I've spent time with you, I will continue with that. No, I'm just gonna be like, oh, this is not working, just bye.
I can answer next, right? So your question was, when we date, what's the end goal? I mean, or why are we dating, right?
Yeah, like what is your perspective?
I feel like it happens in
Stages.
did I say ebbs and flows, or it happens in stages. So when in my early 20s, God knows, right? I wasn't dating to be serious with anyone. Like, I mean, and again, there were people early 20s that got married 23, 24. So those people wanted to date to marry. I wasn't looking to marry anyone. In my early 20s, I wasn't even thinking I was going to get married in my 20s, and it never happened. And I wasn't sad about it because I just didn't see myself being married in my 20s, right? So mid-20s now, say, then I was like, okay, I want to date to marry, right? And I dated. It just didn't end up in marriage, and obviously heartbreak and all of that. And after that, I guess when I hit 30, I just couldn't, I mean, when I hit 30, I was like, okay, you know, I don't care. Like, I don't want to date casually, right? I want to just meet people and whatever happens. So I didn't have any end goal in mind. I just want to meet people. If we end up as friends, fine. If we end up as like common law partner, fine, right? Now, where I'm at now, dating, man, I think, honestly, if I'm dating someone now, it's because I see you as potential life partner. I'm not just gonna casually date someone. That's not like the first in the back of my mind, but you might meet someone and you're like, oh my gosh, this is someone I see myself with like long term. Then it ends up being something casual. I don't beat myself up, when it comes to stuff like that. But right now, I think I'm dating because I feel like it can lead to something lasting, whatever definition anyone, you can call it marriage, you can call it whatever.
Well,
what's your perspective, Chika?
For me, my own is just open.
For what? I can't hear you.
I said for me, my own is just open. I just like to take things how I see it. Like, it depends. Generally, obviously, I would want to everybody wants someone like, right, to have a lasting thing with. I don't think there's anyone that doesn't want that. Not everyone necessarily wants to get married, but they want that lasting, people want that lasting relationship. That lasting relationship doesn't mean we have to be together forever, but you want it to last for a while before you start moving on, like finding another person, right? Yeah. You want this maybe a couple of years with one person. Even if I decide that I'm going to be in relationships for the rest of my life, I want them to be long-term relationships, right? Like, so I think most people want that. So it's something I would want too. But I'm just like, I'm not also the kind of person that if I meet someone and it's not going that way, or you don't want the same thing, it doesn't mean I'm going to necessarily just say, I'll do away with you. No.
Yeah.
I feel like people are useful in different ways. So they can be used for you in some way.
Yeah, that's funny that you should say that, though.
As in, I even like you said, even as a friend, you can be useful as a friend. So, but you could also be useful as just a casual.
I've never been that way. I've never even been a girl that wants a relation. I mean, I don't want to like sound like contradicting myself, but I've not had many long relationships because it wasn't a thing that I craved. You know, there are people who, you know, they've had a boyfriend for 4 years, they broke up, and that boyfriend. I just never cared about being in a relationship personally, right? I just didn't care about that my boyfriend thing, honestly, you know. And even people who I ended up dating, when the relationship ended, I didn't think we needed to be friends anymore. I just cut it off.
Yeah.
Right? I cut it off because what's the point? Then eventually, not because I'm hoping that we become friends afterwards, but some organically we became friends again and we've stayed good friends. And even if I don't even date you, like if we're talking and it doesn't go anywhere, I'm trying to change that, right? But when I see it's not going anywhere, I don't force conversations. I personally don't like talking to so many people, right? So I don't force it, but I understand where you guys are coming from, because at the end of the day, that person can still be your friend and be a good friend, you know. So I'm trying to be that more open-minded in that sense, where if it doesn't work out, or if I don't see us being like in a relationship, I can still open up myself to, you know.
And that's also if the person is even willing to still be by your side as a friend, right? Because once they find out you're friend zoning them, they're like, okay, see ya, which is fine, it's fair. Nobody's gonna try and make you stay where you don't want to be, right? If you don't want to be my friend, it's fine. You know, these days, the more you become liberated, the more you become comfortable in yourself and your life and everything, and more at peace with yourself. It's like you don't need to keep people around. You can come and go. Like, I'm the kind of person, like, I don't hold anything, like, except you have done something really, really terrible, like purposefully set out to hurt me. Or be like nasty to me, then I'll try and like keep you like at bay, right? But if you haven't, because I just feel like we're human beings, we're all different. We're going to hurt people unintentionally. We're not always going to meet our needs or our expectations, and some people may just be disappointed. And sometimes we're disappointed because we have not really expressed ourselves, right? The one thing I always do is I always put everything out there, even if you're someone I just met today, because I want to render myself blameless and be like, it will not be because I did not say. It will not be because I didn't do my part. If anything did not happen or happen, is because maybe you didn't do your part, or it wasn't a free flow between both of us. But I put myself out there, and this is what I was saying yesterday, that I like confrontation. And for me, confrontation is not necessarily.
Me too. I like confrontation.
It's not necessarily like.
I don't like it, but I'm not opposed to having confrontation with anyone. Like,
me, I like it because what I feel by confrontation is not me coming to argue or coming to fight or coming to like really have a serious talk. It's just me being able to express myself. When I say confrontation, I should be able to come and meet you like, hey, this is what I feel. This is how I'm feeling. I'm very free with being open and just expressing exactly what I'm thinking. At some point, like, there's some things, I just feel like there's some people you meet, you understand that, like, if you show them yourself enough, you're not scared of like maybe saying this to this person will be a bit too much. Is it too much too soon or something like that? You know, those kind of things.
It's a good thing you brought that up, because where do you draw the line? I don't think there's any hard and fast rule. I mean, I feel like many people play according to certain rules, so there are things that are still general with many people. But when you like someone, you're asking yourself like, how much should I say? How patient should I be? You know.
I feel like, see, if this thing's not going anywhere, let it fall and crash hard and fast
immediately.
So anything I'm feeling, I'm the kind of person, like, as long as it's not a bad thing, I'm not feeling, and I don't have those bad feelings, right? I don't have feelings of like I just want to slap this person. Just randomly just feel like, I feel like tearing. I know I have some impulsive feelings with my time of the month. Sometimes it's not every period that comes with those feelings, but my period can really affect me the way I reason sometimes.
Really? I don't think mine does.
It does once in a while. I don't know why, but my hormones, it can really affect me. Sometimes I'll just become very irritable. I'll be very irritated and I become impulsive. So most times if someone is talking to me and I just tell you, look, I'm not really in the mood to talk right now. I'm feeling a bit irritable. and I may be snappy at you, right? So let's not talk. But other than that, I will tell you if I'm feeling like, oh, I wish I was cuddling, even if I just met you yesterday. It's like Ladipo's song. I don't really know it that well, but
I want to touch you in places.
we can be in love. You know, sometimes when I'm that kind of person, people would look at me like someone that doesn't really like love. I love love, romantic. I like love. And that's another topic altogether. I guess I'll do that one by myself. But my own thing. And I think that's one reason why I've not really met someone that I really like, that I say I really want to be with, like long term. There are people I like I'm a free person, so there are people that are cool and I just like your energy, so we can date, so fine. If not, we can be friends.
So that means you don't like, you're just there for whatever comes with the dating.
Yeah, like I'm just
casual, serious.
I'm just sorry, 1 second. So I'm just pretty much here to enjoy people.
Okay.
Because I like meeting people. I like getting to know people and knowing more about them and understanding people. It's something I like. I like understanding, like knowing what makes you tick, what gets you going, like, knowing that about people. So I enjoy dating and meeting new people. And so I like enjoying people. Like I'm also someone that doesn't attach too much to things, and I don't like to dwell. So if you do something that I feel like is weird, I'll just say, like, this thing you're doing is one kind, or just say it quickly, like, it's a bit, I'm not really down with this. Or if there's something you're trying to get me to do, I don't hold any, I'll just tell you straight up. I'm not going to be thinking, is it going to make, am I saying this like this, will it make you feel uncomfortable? No. See, right now.
Think about yourself first anyway.
Apart from that, the fact that I'm being honest with you is the best thing for both of us. It's also the best thing for you, right? And I would expect anyone with me to be honest with me as well. It's the best for both of us. So if your honesty is going to make us, or my honesty is going to make us part ways, then that's the best thing for both of us.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's do it quickly. Let us part ways. Let's all be honest. Let's get it all out there.
But
If you think what I'm saying is too much too soon, then you're not the person I should be.
That's what I was going to say. The hope is that it's reciprocated, right? Because
if it's not reciprocated, then I know that I should invest my energy elsewhere. Like, there's no point continuing with this, right? The sooner I know it, the better. So I feel like when people keep parts of themselves at bay, it's like you're prolonging something that happened earlier. Later, and the pain or the hurt will be even more.
I think so too. So how many dates does it take for you to know that there's potential with someone? And
it depends. To be honest, I can meet someone right now and feel like there's potential, but you keep learning with each date, with each meeting, how much potential there is. But from the first time you meet them, you could feel that there's potential. Like, so that's why I want to meet you another time. Next time you meet them, there's potential. You can say, until they start showing you the other sides of them that are not so pleasant. Because, you know, especially men, they know how to wash. They know how to rinse and wash and sell dreams. So they're dream sellers. Men know how to sell dreams. So sometimes
put an asterisk as in Nigerian men mostly.
So even there are days when I'll give people stories about some guys I'll meet that come and say their intentions very quickly. And people are like, what kind of guys are you into? I said, please leave it like that. I like them like that.
That's what I was gonna say, and that's why I said that's why I said you should preface somehow. I don't want to generalize that all Nigerian men, but because that's the pool, that's the people we've encountered more than other people. Now I've met other people from different parts of the world as well, and they're more upfront, and I'm upfront, and I like it. And sometimes it can hurt, and you'll be like, "Shit, why are you so brutal?" But
I like it.
But I like it, you know. And I'm like, I can take it. I can take it.
Like, it helps. It's growth. It helps you.
Yeah, I can take it.
It helps you make decisions when you need to. Like, so you know what you're doing. I just like to know what I'm doing. Whether it's terrible, let me have it. If it's a bad thing, let me have it. I'm a big girl. What you saying? I can take this shit. Tell me, lay it on me. So, and that's why I feel like anybody I'm dealing with, I should be able to lay it on you, you know? Obviously, I use tact sometimes. I don't go full, like,
I think you just read what's going on around you, and
I try and understand the person. I just, I can also tell that if I want to say like what I'm actually thinking is maybe too much for this person to hear right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I just tell them parts of it that I feel they can handle that will still get the message across to them.
Yeah.
Because even though I want to be honest, sometimes my full honesty is not necessary, and I acknowledge that.
What I can take from this is Chika is here, single and ready to mingle. Priska is just here. I mean, for friendship initially, but guy, come correct. Let's love.
Not playing games. So, I guess. Sorry, Priska.
Yeah, go ahead.
You start. I guess I feel like a lot of the reason why I think the way I do right now is because all the pressure that we've grown up with as women, I don't have it anymore, because it's like most times people are trying to get married because they want to have children or whatever. And since I already have a kid, it's like,
yeah, that makes a lot of difference.
No, because I didn't have a lot of societal pressure was not affecting me even before I had a kid. It was very minimal, but it was still there a little,
mm-hmm.
right? I still felt like the preferred way is to get married and have a child.
Yeah.
I still felt like that. But I also still had at the back of my mind, like, if this is not going to happen in so time, I'm going to just do it my way.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any wrong way.
I think mine, right, is not really societal pressure. Like, I just feel like I've gotten to the point in my life where I just get home to meet someone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, it's not like it has to happen today or tomorrow or next year, right? I kind of feel like I'm comfortable enough. Like, I've gotten to a place where, like, before I got to, so I turned 26 yesterday, right? This started at 25.
Mm-hmm.
Before then, nonsense, sorry. Like, seriously, like, you're talking the bullshit, because I wanted to, like, get myself in a place where I'm not dependent. I'm not under my parents, or I don't have a career path yet, right? So as long as those things were like achieved, I can see where I want to be the next 5-10 years.
Yeah.
I think the next step on that plan is, okay, who is actually out there to actually meet, right? I don't want to get home and I'm like talking bullshit to myself and get home. I think for me, it's more of companionship at this point. Like, get someone to actually, you get home, you see someone to talk with, to share your day with, and you guys just have a talk. That is it for me. Like, and in the right sense, I want that to be done in the context of marriage.
That is where I was saying that you need to point that, like, your preference is in marriage, because you can get all of that without being married.
I
was going to say,
you can
get that companionship, you can get all the love, all the romance, all the intimacy you want without being married. That marriage is a paper. It's a cultural and societal construct that they've laid on us. A religious...
what a religion.
Religion also ties into law and society. Like, religion has watered down into law and society. So
I get that.
It's something that told us that it needs to be on paper. Because if in your mind, even if that paper is not there, if you're committed to this person the same way, like, people are married but without that title.
Yeah.
For me, it's more of structure.
People just feel they need there's structure. There can be structure without that paper.
No, see, by the time you think of if
making structure, how does that
title
make structure? That's one thing I always want to.
My own is this,
it's
right?
You that makes the structure, you people, because even the people that have that title, they don't have structure in their marriage. They are not people that have the title that don't have structure. So the title has not made structure for them. They are still doing nonsense. There are still men and women that are sleeping around everywhere, have children here and there.
And they're in entanglements.
They don't have structure even with that title. So I just feel like we put too much power in that title, in that paper, when it's actually within ourselves to make that structure. Because and that's why people rush into marriage and they enter this kind of entanglement marriages.
What I would say to that is, okay, sorry, Priska, go on then.
My own point. What I mean by structure is not you guys determine how you relate. What I mean by structure is a process, right? Just like if you go into school, you went to school and you graduated, you got a certificate, you're happy. for me, it's a structure in terms of if things are going bad. If I'm in a relationship, things are going bad, my instinct is run. Like, Oga, just run. Like, that's me. But if I'm married, because we'll go through a process of divorce, I'll have everything again. Like, do I actually want to divorce this person? That would like go through that process of like the whole stress. No, I would have everything. So for me, it's like a way of like having a structure. Like, I work with structure a lot. I don't do.
I still have a lot to say to about
this. Let me say something.
Let
me say something. I get what Prisca is saying. If you ask me, right, honestly, do I want to be married? Yes. Right? Do I feel like I need to be married? No.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
Personally, do I want companionship in the confines of marriage? Yes, I would love that. But I know that if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to lose myself. I'm that
of course.
Right? And you know, some people still worry. I don't worry about it. I know that you can get companionship outside of marriage, but I would prefer it to be in marriage. And if it doesn't happen in marriage, I'm still okay with however it happens. Like if it happens, the only thing that makes it a bit like stressful for me, again, it comes back to religion, because if you're religious, you think, okay, as a Christian or whatever, you want it to you want to do it according
you want to follow the right way, in quotes.
You want to do it the right way. That's one thing that plagues me. I won't even lie, and that's one of the reasons I'm like, I would naturally prefer it to be in the confines of marriage, but I'm not opposed to it being otherwise, but I lean more for it to be in marriage, but I don't even really care for marriage, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't really care for it.
I really like the point where you said, do I want to be married? Yes. Do I need to be married? No. Like, that's like a very huge point. Like, I want to be married. Is it like a need? I mean, not necessarily. If it does not happen, it's okay, right? If it happens, amazing. So like, I like the open-mindedness of just having it both ways, but stating your preferences. Just like saying,
yes.
I like salads, but if you give me rice, I would eat. That kind of
thing.
So something like that.
Yes.
I like that.
What was I gonna say? I was thinking that, like, the whole thing you said about the reason why you like that structure, like for you personally, it will help you have a rethink, right? And this is not to say that you shouldn't do what works for you, but I'm just encouraging, like, generally, like, if we can all get to the, like, I feel like I have so much to say in a lot of things, but try and zone it. Like, I feel like when, like, if we're people, and I feel like everybody does this to an extent, when we talk to ourselves and we tell ourselves the truth, what we really want, why do we, and ask ourselves the questions, why is it that you want this thing, like, why really, and we search ourselves. I feel like growing up the way we grew up with all this, the religion, the society, this thing, we feel, sometimes I try to remove myself outside of that box, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is the natural way I've grown up to, we're about to end, so I'll finish up with this. This is the natural way we're brought up to think. So even if you feel like you don't need to be married, you want to, sometimes I feel like that want of being married is still, even if I may not want to openly always admit it, it's still like, just because of the way I was brought up, that I even have that idea of wanting to be married, right? Because it's what I'm used to seeing all around me. So it's still an influence. I feel like it's not necessarily in my nature. I don't know. I don't even know for sure if it's in my nature, because I didn't get the chance to explore that.
If you're not leaning towards it more, I feel like it's not necessarily in your nature. If you lean towards it more, then it's in your nature in a way.
I just feel like, how do we really separate that this was not just an influence from how we're being brought up? And then when you said, like, going through the divorce, I just feel like, even like, I'm someone that when I thought of marriage, I was like, I don't want to marry to be getting a divorce, right? The way the world happens these days, you can't be stuck in something that's not working. So you're not necessarily getting married with the plan of divorcing, but you're happy that that option is there, just in case you find yourself
not working out well. Yeah,
you find yourself stuck.
I would say, apart from influence, one of the reasons I would love to be married, or I want to be married, is because my parents are married. Do you have a perfect marriage? No. But, when you see that your parents are still together, and I mean, I'm not saying that it's the same for everyone. Sometimes, things that are beyond our control, divorce death and so many things cause people not to be together. But you know, even if it's divorce or death self or whatever it is, the fact that you had like that influence in front of you and you saw that okay, it had more benefits than you know, disadvantages, and you would want to partake in that sort of thing.
Right?
Yeah,
it influences your thinking. So what I was trying to say with the divorce thing, sometimes so you're happy that you have that option there, and then you said it makes you rethink, because with that structure you're like, oh my gosh, so if now, and I feel like that's also a disadvantage, right, with the structure of marriage, is that people, because of they think of the whole hassle of getting a divorce, they end up staying somewhere they don't necessarily need to be staying.
Like, so
I'm not saying for you. I'm not saying for you. I'm just saying that no, not for you. I'm just saying
I get.
People, it's that it's been a that same point you made that helps you, like, want to fight for something, fight for your marriage longer, is the same thing that has been a detriment to other people. Because when they think of the hassle of, oh my gosh, I have to go through a divorce, this one is saying, this one here, this one is saying, they're just like, maybe I should just sit there and be, even though like they're not happy in that marriage or whatever, they just feel like they wait it out more. Some people eventually get the divorce because the thing has gone too far, they can't even take it again.
I don't even want to put the cart before the horse, right? I don't want to think of the divorce before I'm married. Let's enter the marriage, and if it's not working, we'll figure out if we want to get divorced or not. But me, I want to end by, I mean, not end anyway, but by saying, since we're talking about dating, anyone who watches this, I'm single, but doesn't mean I'm ready to mingle with everyone. But slightly,
obviously, you have your preferences. She's a queen, as you can see.
Hey, slide in. Let's see what's going on. Because Toronto, Canada, man, dating is hard. Let me even say that it's hard. It's harder because it's a big country. There are not many people. You know, traveling like distance from A to B is a distance. You know, so that also makes it hard.
There are not many single people, very single people that are not in any entanglement. They're not many very absolutely single people.
Yeah.
That even have the same values. Like, it's just not easy. Dating.
And again, dating, like, are you open to date? Before, I used to be open to dating outside my religion. Then at one point, I'm like, no. And still, I would prefer to marry someone or date someone that's, you know, within my, you know, religious bracket. But I'm open-minded. If you're a good person,
open-minded about that too.
If you're a good person, if you think like, you don't have to think like because I want someone that can challenge my mind. Mm-hmm. But if we have things in common, I think you're kind and you're good.
Yeah, I used to have that issue too about religion. Priska, can you date outside your religion?
Can you date outside your religion, Priska?
Are you doing a religion like Christian and Muslim?
Yeah.
Yeah, or Hindu or Buddhist.
I personally, atheist, no. I have dated an atheist and it was very lovely, you know. But now, no, I don't see myself being.
I kind of think, right, it's not. Preferably, I wouldn't want to, right? But if it happens, it happens. Like, is it my first choice? No. Like, I would want to have. Let me still say it again. A structure in my family. I love structure. I love having like where things go. We wake up in the morning, we go to church. One church, we sit together. Perfect family, not perfect, but I love things. That's what I want to see. You know, it makes it easier than when that one is believing in that. It's just too much of a hassle.
So we're all open-minded because for some people it's a no. Hell, it's like a hell.
And that's the thing. When we have those hell no's, sometimes we're limiting because it's getting harder and harder to find people that will fit everything the way we want it, right? So
I don't even want to do everything. Just have sense first.
Yeah, there are some things you just have to be more open-minded about, right? That's how you start learning to be more open-minded. Like, preference, yes, but if all the other things go in place, we can cross that bridge, right? We can do it. Like, if all the other very important things are in place, we can cross that bridge. So that's what happens with dating.
I have not really dated someone that is not a Christian before, so I don't know what it feels like. So, but I just try to go to places where I would meet Christians and not. I'm more like that.
I don't have issues with atheists, but I feel like there's a lot of people. I just see. So it's more about how the person behaves, things than what they are, right? So there are some people who are atheists, but they respect you and your beliefs. And they're not going to try and put you down with your beliefs, right? Mm-hmm. There are some other people who are not atheists. They believe in God, but they're not necessarily Christians. and they just want to put you, belittle you and everything. You say,
don't worry, even in the Christian culture self, I have different sects, right?
Yeah, that want to
put ourselves down. If you're not Catholic, if you're not Mormon, if you're not,
it's not that thing. At the end of the day, comes to the person's personality rather than what they or who they are, right? Because I'm also a Christian, but I'm not putting anybody else's religion down. I'm not making your own feel smaller than my own, or my own is better than yours. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to. If you come with your views, I'll respect it as long as we can find a way to do our thing like together. But there are some people that will want to make you feel like you're stupid for believing like, what are you using the Bible? Why are you reading the Bible? The Bible can't teach you anything. You know, those are the type of people you try to avoid, right? So at the end of the day, it comes down to the person's personality and mindset, and not necessarily who they are, what they believe. What they believe, obviously, because what they believe governs their mindset.
Please find a rich man. Reach out to Chika and Priska, please. They're single. Me, just have sense. Just come to me if you have sense.
Find a rich man.
We can get anyone.
Just come if you have sense.
Just come if you have sense.
Come if you have sense, and maybe we can find use for you, right?
Mm.
Even if you don't have every other thing.
Everyone should reach out to me.
Thank you guys.
I think this doesn't want anybody.
Thank you guys for joining us today, sitting down with me today. And yeah, so make sure you share this video, guys. Thumbs up, like, subscribe.
And see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye. It was lovely talking to you girls again. See you girls. See you soon.
All right then. Bye.
Bye.